It's 1 minute till showtime.
Good evening, folks, and a hearty welcome to our drive-in theater. We have a wonderful evening's entertainment lined up for you, one that will provide several hours of pleasurable relaxation and diversion for you and your family. Did you fail to dress up for tonight's show? No tie, an old shirt and slacks, a house dress? Well, don't give it a thought. We're glad you came as you are. We just want you to enjoy yourselves. Don't forget to visit our refreshment center during the intermission or any time. You love the tasty array of snacks we have to offer. So will the youngsters. Everything is quality and so good. We hope you'll make this a weekly visit. Bring the family. Bring your friends. There are always wonderful new pictures to see, delightful snacks to nibble, a gay, pleasant evening for all. Oh, a word of caution. Don't drive over 10 miles an hour in the theater area for your safety's sake. And Mom or Pop, go with the kids when they leave the car. We hope you have a wonderful time. And now, on with the show.
Happy Tuesday, everybody. My name is Jim. This is More Sunshine, Please. My Tuesday evening live stream. I do it on Tuesdays. Today on the show, we're going to play some games. I'll do a little Halloween-ish type things. A little. This will be my last show until November. Next Tuesday will be Halloween, so I'll be handing out candy. But today, I'll be having some coffee, showing you some videos. But before I do any of that, I like to celebrate the first 3 people that make their way into this chat. So let's do that. I'll push that button and then play this. There it is. Today's gold medalist, Paul Eichenlaub. Congratulations. Thank you for getting up at 6:31 a.m. It's Joey's World is our silver medalist. And coming up third with the bronze medal, Rob Fuzz. You got bronze, Rob. That's nothing to sneeze at. I wonder if somebody else, because Rob thought he had 4th, but on my chat, you're the bronze. So congratulations, Samantha Lowe. Hello to you, Donna Jaworski. What's this now? I chatted yesterday. Wow. Yeah, I guess that was too early. Thanks for trying, though. I would like to see the earliest somebody can stay on the board until 7 p.m. on Tuesday. 7 p.m. Eastern, that is. Noah, hello to you. Mr. Fulton Raz, great to see you. The Orlando guy is here. Not all of it. Keith, BDF, hello to you. Birdwell, good to see you. Mar in Memphis, always a pleasure. Thanks for being here. Ben from Pepper Tree Villa, saying hello. Hey! Thanks. Good news. Kay Wilby, hello to you. Let's see who else is here. I may be caught up. Oh, and there's the rest of PTV. We've met our PTV chime quota, so that'll be it. No matter how many times I mention PTV, no more chimes. I'm kidding. Here's another one. Michelle the Quilter, welcome in. Thanks for being here. Mom and Dad, how are you? Arjons, hi. Thanks for being here. And then Paul says, my case is filled with medals now. Oh, I'm happy for you. All right. What's on my agenda here? Okay, so this is my Halloween show, I suppose, because Well, I won't be on Halloween, a week from tonight, because I'll be handing out candy. So I thought I'd do a couple of Halloweeny things here. But nothing I have seems to be new. For example, I have a video that I've shown before about my neighborhood wildlife. So let's do it again, but with a twist. At the time, I considered waiting until this show to present this, but I didn't. Anyway, I'm presenting it again. This is when we had vultures in our neighborhood, and I showed it to you with natural sound. Well, tonight, I'm showing it to you with creepy Halloween music. Can you believe it? Oh, here they are. So, yeah. So I've showed this already. And occasionally these guys will come into our neighborhood. And they'll land on our houses, as you will see in about a minute. But at the time, we were going through a mini drought. And you can see there is water at the end of our driveway. And these guys found it, and that's why they were hanging out at this time. So I tried to get close to them, but I didn't want to interfere. I didn't want to, the prime directive. I didn't want to mess with their lives. They shouldn't have even known I was there. Anyway, you could see how close I got. Anyway, I thought, they had their fun in my water. It wasn't my water. But they were hanging out, and there were others flying around and landing on other things. You'll see. But how's the music? It makes it a totally different video, not really. So there is our neighbor's home, and you can see where they are perched up there. And yeah, the music just makes it more October-ish. Sort of, not really. It's so sunny. I should have put a filter on to make it look like it was later. Anyway, that's that. So, my first Halloweeny thing tonight. Why is my screen... Oh, I don't want to do that. All right. All right. I'll just leave it be. Part of my screen's cut off. I'll figure it out. What's next? Oh, if you watched me last week on the Disney Nerd Herders live stream, which was last Wednesday, we talked about Halloween, and specifically, Charlie asked me what I do to get ready for Halloween, or I guess something like that. Maybe I said specifically, but that might not even be right. Anyway, I went on to how I decorate the exterior of our home. Part of it is with, I have a couple of projectors that just project lightning, and it has thunder sounds to it. And I've got two of those, and I shine those on the house. And then for the past couple of years, I think this will be the third year, I haven't been carving pumpkins. Instead, I've been projecting faces. There's a company out there that creates animations that you can purchase, run through a projector, shine on an uncarved pumpkin, and it looks like an animated pumpkin. So, or jack-o'-lantern, if you will. So I showed that. I think I showed it on my show before, about a year ago. I took a bit of video just to demonstrate and to see if it looked good. So what you'll see in this video, again, it's It's a best of More Sunshine Please live stream. This is the Pumpkins, and they are surrounded by the thunder and lightning projections going on here. So here it is.
Hey kid, won't you take a piece of candy, please? Speaking of candy, that reminds me. We need to explain the rules.
No, I hate rules.
Okay. First rule, only one piece of candy each.
You there with the bag the size of a full-grown troll. I'm talking to you.
There might be something other than candy like that. Ow.
If you want to see that again, you can watch the Disney Nerd Herders live stream. The Disney Nerd Herders live stream from last week, or I suppose you could skip back on this one. Dreamer Deborah, hello to you. Aw, kind words, thank you. If you're just joining us and I haven't been paying attention to the chat, I apologize. But if you're joining us and I missed you, thank you for being here. And I will try to do a better job of watching that. There we go. Why? Still haven't figured out why I can't see everything. Let's see. It doesn't matter. I think I'll be okay. Coming up, we've got... Oh, all right. I'm gonna, if you'll indulge me, I'm gonna go over some football scores. It's football season. I'm following 3 teams. So let's do that. We're gonna start with the University of Michigan. How did they do? J.J. McCarthy threw 3 of his career-high 4 touchdown passes in the first half, and the second-ranked Wolverines routed Michigan State 49-0 on Saturday night. They'll host Purdue. That is, Michigan will host Purdue on November 4th. All right. Now, Florida State, that's where the boy goes. So, how did they fare? There it is. Jordan Travis accounted for 3 touchdowns, including a 2-yard run early in the fourth quarter. That gave Florida State its first lead, and the Seminoles rallied from 10 points down to beat number 16 Duke 38-20 on Saturday night. FSU is now the lone remaining unbeaten team in the ACC. Their next game will be at Wake Forest on Saturday. And then finally, the Lions lost 38-6. Okay, so that's that. I got to tell you. The Lions, this is the first time I've had to announce a loss from one of my 3 teams so on the show. And I've got to tell you, I don't want to spend too much time on it because it still hurts. But the first half of that game, this game, was perhaps the worst half of football I've ever seen from a football team in my life. It was disheartening. But be a goldfish. Forget about it. What's this? Better news? The Chiefs beat the Chargers 31-17. Well, I'm happy for you. What's next? Okay. I know what's next. All right. Let's get it ready here. There it is. Coffee.
Great coffee is easy, Mrs. Olson.
Coffee's for closers only.
I set high standards for myself. I set high standards for my coffee.
Picks you up, calms you down. It's the lifeblood that drives the dreams of champions.
I want to thank Donna Jaworski again for providing the coffee. She sent a big box of a variety of flavors. It's been so fun to try them. This week, among other flavors, I had the pleasure of drinking Vanilla Swirl from the Sunday Coffee Company. We had Coney Island Caramel from the Brooklyn Coffee Company. Oh, Brooklyn Bean Roastery. Both of those were delicious. Now one I am about to try that I haven't had before. Again, these were 40 different flavors in this box. This tonight's flavor will be black cherry chocolate chunk from Friendly's, the ice cream / restaurant place. Black cherry chocolate chunk. In my favorite Tuesday mug, here we go. Chocolatey. I smell the chocolate. I like it. And I think I like it because coffee tastes 38% better in an Orlando Guy mug. #science. And what did I see up here? Keith is saying, if it makes you feel better, the Chiefs' first game of the regular season, your Lions beat my Chiefs. It absolutely does make me feel better. Thank you, Keith. That was kind of you. Well, it makes me so happy to drink it, Donna. Thank you very much. Speaking of Donna Jaworski, I didn't ask her if I could do this, but I'm going to promote her live stream. I don't think she'd object to that. But Dinners with Donna is the channel, and we've got the first annual Halloween Bootacular Marathon Cooking Fundraiser benefiting Give Kids the World Village. You can see it'll be live in 4 days, October 29th at 2 p.m. Eastern. So make note of that, bookmark it, whatever you do. Tune in. It'll be on for hours. It's a cooking marathon fundraiser. So you can watch, be entertained, donate, and it's just a great cause and great fun. Donna, thank you for the coffee and for doing this. A great event. All right. What do I have next on the docket? Okay. Let's, I think, wait a minute. Oh, I see why. Okay, I got it. I figured out what's going on with my screen. I'm just going to have to let it be. All right. Back to Halloween. I've got a couple of TikTok filters to show you. Two filters here today. One is simply called Halloween Filter, and it takes a regular picture of me and makes me look creepy. Not like fun creepy. And the second one is a Harry Potter filter. I'm not the world's biggest Harry Potter fan, but I'm certainly familiar with the characters and the way they look in the movies. So what that one does is it takes your face, it matches you to one of the Harry characters in Harry Potter in the movies, and then it morphs your face onto that character to see what it would look like if you were cast as that Harry Potter character. So let's do this. All right, here it is. We're starting out with the Halloween filter. And I can't remember if there's music to this or not. Oh, there is. Okay, here we go. And I'll be off camera just narrating. So there it is. That's all it does. Kind of werewolfish. But here's the one that's a little more fun. This is the Harry Potter filter. And the first time I did it, I didn't record it. But this is the second time it matched me to Voldemort. And that's what I would look like, except I still have a nose. So, but that's all right. I did it multiple times. This next time, it gives me Gollum, or I don't remember, Percy, I don't remember. That's what I would look like as that dude. Now, the first time I did it, I had Draco Malfoy and I wasn't recording, so I thought for sure I'm going to get him, and that's why I made that scowl face. Instead, I got Hermione. And then here, I look like a character from Lord of the Rings, but that's supposed to be Dumbledore. Me as Dumbledore. And then here's Snape. Mr. McLean. I think that looks awesome. I could do that. And then finally, as I would look as Harry Potter himself. We're going to finish on that one. So, yeah, I don't know. He's supposed to be like 10 there. That's some AI magic, but what are you going to do? So I thought that was fun, so I just tried that. So Halloween filter, and then what's it called? It was called Harry Potter. I put it up there. You can rewind it if you want to see what it was called, and try it out for yourself on the TikTok. One moment, please. Oh. Okay, let's play Chrono Photo, shall we? This is the game where we are shown 5 photographs. We have to guess in what year each picture was taken. The earliest we can guess is the year 1900. And the most recent year that we are allowed to guess is 2022. So we are starting out here. Let me go back to the... Hey, Sherry's here. Happy retirement, Sherry. And if you're just joining us, Mar, Richard was kind enough. That's coming. It was the wrong holiday. That's why. But from the next show on, you got it. All right. Where was I? Now I'm lost. Okay. All right. So here's our first picture. I got to go to the right tab. There we are. We see somebody dressed as Zorro. Maybe Zorro himself. It says Zorro on the side of the car here. What does it say? The honorary Grand Marshal with a bunch of roses spilling out of the car. Is this the Rose Parade? I had seen some of you mention that PTV specifically, Zorro was big in the 50s because of Walt Disney. Yes. So, and this car appears to be one from the 1950s. I'm going to wait for my dad to chime in. He's good at that. And usually, at least they do now, when they have cars in that parade, it is the most recent model of that car. So if we can nail down what year this car is, perhaps we can get this 100% correct. But we'll see. So we're guessing the 50s. But when exactly? And if Walt Disney made it famous, the mid to late 50s, no doubt, right? And this being in Pasadena, this could very well be the gentleman that played Zorro on screen as the Grand Marshal. I find it odd he's threatening the parade viewers with his weapon, but I mean, who am I to... Anyway. Maybe he saw Butch Cavendish in the... No, that's the Lone Ranger. Okay, so let's take a look at what you guys had to say. And our first guess is from PTV, 1957. Keith says, not before 1950. Paul Eichenlaub says 1962. Donna says 57. Deborah says 58. Arjans says 54. Noah says 57. Ben says 58. Marlene, welcome in, also says 58. Sherry says 58. We got a lot of 58 here. I'm going to go with that. Not to spend too much time on this. Seems like the longer I spend on it, the more wrong I get. And I don't know if that's true. I just said it. Here we go. Submitting this answer. What do we got? 1958. That is a bullseye. Next picture. Okay, lots of clues here. The first thing that jumped out to me was the television set. Now, this is in this little girl's room, so this might be a television set that's a cast-off. They got a new one, perhaps, for the family. I don't think so. It's too small for that. So this was a TV set that was purchased specifically for this purpose. Now let's take a look at her computer. This is, what did they call this? Was this an iMac? And it was the monitor and the guts of it were all, that was one unit there. And when I started my current job in 2003, there was one of these computers in the classroom. Just one. So I'm thinking this is before 2003. Maybe around 2003 if they were still being offered. What else is here? We've got a VCR with a half-eaten bowl of SpaghettiOs on it. All right. A bubble jug. What else is here? Assorted toys. That doesn't really help me. It looks like a CD player, maybe a portable CD player of some sort on the shelf. What else? I don't know. What's on this cart? Bionicles? Is that what that book says, or whatever that is? A box? That was a toy at one point. I remember the name. There's something to do with Lego. I'm not sure. What are those red things on her desk there? That's a Pokemon thing, perhaps? 101 Dalmatian figurine. Yeah, I see Pikachu there. And again, I'm not a expert with that stuff, but I do recognize those things. There are other assorted Pokemon characters in front of her that I don't know the names of. What's on the screen? She's watching television. It looks like she's watching Nickelodeon or Nick Jr. or just Nick. Not sure. There's a lot of clues here. I will be relying on the chat, though, because I haven't really nailed it down. The yin and yang thing, that looks like an old one of those metal frames that you would drop those little beads or nuggets into and put it in the oven. It would melt. That's what that looks like. I don't know what that was called. Is that the Fox and the Hound in the window? Anyway, that doesn't really help. A radiator in the bedroom. Older home. We'll zoom back out here. All right. Checking the chat. All right. Donna says 1997. Noah 2000. Keith says not before 1980s, not after 99. Not after 99, Keith says. PTV says that's a first version iMac, or like a first version iMac. With that in mind, perhaps Paul is guessing 1998. Deborah says 98. PTV says 99. Marlene says 2001. Rachel, welcome in. 2000. Movie Mania Nick, hello to you. Sherry says 2001. Nick says 2000. Michelle says 95. Arjan says 99. Surfer Girl, welcome in. Man, that's yeah, that's I'm thinking 99. Maybe 2000. I'm going to go 99 just because of that television. It's got to be 90s, but not too deep into the 90s. Survey says 2001. Did somebody guess 2001? Sherry did. Well done, Sherry. We did get 849 points, though, bringing our total to that plus 1,000. Next. Oh, man. All right. Help. Where this is, not sure. What does the sign tell us? Don't know. Where are these people, soldiers, from? They're cold and wet. I don't know what conflict this is from, or perhaps none at all. Maybe it's just a training. Maybe this is at a base somewhere. Probably not. What's this weapon with the tripod or stand? I guess that's 4 legs there. I don't know what that is, but can we see their weapons at all? Bayonets? Okay, so what's with this helmet with this guy with the lighter colored coat on? Can we glean anything from the shape of their helmets? I don't know. I will be relying on Sherry this time. She's doing so well tonight with this game. Yeah, I don't really know. So, is it World War II? Maybe. I guess that was my first thought. It's certainly not World War I don't believe. And the climate, well, I mean, I don't know. So what do we have in the chat? Nick says 1944. Donna says 42. Noah says 36. Paul Eichenlaub says 42. And the rest of you are too scared to guess, as am I. I don't know. Sip of coffee might help. Well, it helped my mood, but it doesn't help me guess what year this picture was taken. Rachel says 1955. Interesting. Maybe. I have no idea. Marlene says 45. I guess it depends on what Sherry says. No, I won't. No pressure. Let's guess. Let's guess 1944. It's as good a guess as any. Survey says 1936. So perhaps right conflict, wrong part of it, I guess. We only got 453 points there. Let's move on from that nastiness. Okay. I don't know. I mean, I don't know. Let's zoom in. Oatmeal. It's good. It's good for you. That was my Wilford Brimley impersonation, because I feel the guy on the left looks a bit like that. It's not a good impersonation. I don't do good ones. Anyway, I don't know who these gentlemen are. Are they survivors of something? Maybe. I don't know. No, these are not the singing busts from the Haunted Mansion. But thank you for tying that in to the Halloween show. I appreciate that. I do not know. If I had to guess, this would be years after World War II. And these gentlemen had something to do with World War II. And they are old veterans of that war. That would be my guess, but I have no clue. It's a black and white photo. It looks old and grainy, but I mean, that could just be throwing us off. I do not know. All right. Paul says 1943. Noah says 1920. Interesting. Arjan says 47. Danny, welcome in. That's the newest dojo from Cobra Kai. Sorry, I couldn't find that button quickly enough. That is the newest dojo from Cobra Kai. There we go. That's the way that was supposed to sound. Rachel says 1957. PTV says 40. Donna says 45. Let's see. Sherry says 1922. Now, Sherry, you know I'm going to guess that, right? Maybe. Danny says 36. So we're guessing not after the war. Maybe they're part of the government, and this is a shot of them during the war. Yeah, okay. But before they lost, maybe? I don't know. Let's see. I'm going to go 1941. No. 42. I was going to guess 41 because of the Steven Spielberg movie, but no, I'm guessing 42. Survey says 22. Wait a minute. Sherry, this is unbelievable. Another spot-on answer from Sherry. Well done. I feel embarrassed I'm playing this in front of her. She's so good at this, and I'm so bad at it. Last picture. Okay. Live Aid. I believe I know in which year this picture was taken. But I'm going to allow you, before I tell you what I think, I'm going to allow everybody to guess in the chat before Sherry reveals what the true answer is. Well done, Sherry. I'm impressed. Live Aid was a concert that was held both in London and in Philadelphia simultaneously. One at Wembley Stadium and the other at the Philadelphia Forum. No, that's not true. I don't remember where the other one. Memorial Stadium? I don't remember the name. Was it JFK Stadium? I can't remember the Philadelphia Stadium. Anyway, I do remember Phil Collins playing in London and then taking the Concorde over, and he was the only artist to perform on both stages that day. But as I look at the chat, PTV says 86, Keith, and then a lot of other people say 85. Donna says 86, but I do believe this was 1985. Paul's with me. Surf Bum, welcome in. And great guess, 1985. I believe that's the correct one. Nick, 85. Noah, 85. Arjan's 85. I believe that's it. And then PTV, yes, I changed to 1985. So let me put the slider over there and submit. 1,000 points. That was the fifth and final picture. We got, out of a possible 5,000 points, we got 3,300 and change. Not bad. Better than we have been doing here. It was the same summer that the Continental Singers did fundraising like that, 1985. Do I know what that is? Danny says, I was 4. Young blood. Okay, let me get rid of that. All right, I'm back. That's great fun. I enjoy playing that game with all of you. It's time for an intermission. I've got a couple of seasonal videos here to play for you. So stick around when we come back. My Halloweeny top 15 list. No, I got another one. Not yet. One more. Okay, that was awkward for me to have to sit there like that the whole time. I didn't realize it was cut off there at the edges. All right, might have to retire that one. All right, it's time for the top 15 list. I like to keep it seasonal. I like to have a theme. I usually like to have it be something positive, but I'm going to go a bit negative. Not really. It should be lighthearted fun here. Today's top 15 list is, and it's not mine, it's the top 15 worst things you can hand out to trick-or-treaters. This is not my list. I cheated, and I looked this up. This is from a website called thedailymeal.com, and I think it's got something to do with food. I'm almost 1,000% sure that that's not a real number. 100% sure that is accurate. Thedailymeal.com. The worst stuff. And this is real stuff. This isn't made up things that would be funny. Although, as I think about it, that probably would have been a better top 15 list. No, this is real stuff that gets passed out on Halloween that maybe shouldn't. And they give reasons why. And I copied and pasted it and printed it out. And it's right here. Let's go to the first one. The first one, number 15. We've got granola bars. Granola bars. It's a fine morning or afternoon snack, but it's considered, quote, healthy, unquote. And as mentioned, kids don't, I'll never mind. Kids don't care about or want healthy foods on Halloween. Believe it or not all granolas are that good for you anyway. No, of course they're not. I don't consider granola a health food. As a matter of fact, granola bars are candy bars. Seemingly the same sugar amount and calories. It's just more peanutty or more granola-y, I suppose. You don't find granola in a candy bar, air quotes. I'll stop this. But yeah. And do you like how I put the Dollar Tree granola bars up there? Because if you go to what's the popular brand of granola bar, the Nature Valley or whatever that is, those are expensive. Those are more expensive than candy bars. So if you're going to go and give out granola bars on Halloween, make it the Dollar Tree. $1.25 box of granola bars. But I'm arguing maybe don't do that at all. Just hand out candy, would you? It's Halloween. Oh well. All right, next. Number 14. here we go. I'm going to put this over here so I don't knock my coffee over. Number 14, I don't remember getting this particular item for Halloween, but I do not doubt that people have given these out to kids, and I don't get it. Coupons. Coupons. What does it say here? If a coupon falls into the hands of someone who is young enough to trick or treat, it will either end up in the trash or be given to their parents, who may also choose to throw it in the trash. Like, enjoy the $1 off Angel Soft, Timmy. Coupons. I understand why you think that would be a valuable and nice thing to have. You're offering somebody a way to save money, but these are kids. They don't want your clippings, and just give them candy. I'm going to save that part after every one of these. Okay. Number 13. Crackers. If you give out crackers on Halloween, it's very likely that they'll get crushed by the time they make it back to anyone's home. Admittedly, little ones and adults love things like Cheez-Its and Goldfish. But as a general rule of thumb, if it's likely to show up in a lunchbox, don't give it out. Kids have these at the ready in their pantries. Give the tiny goblins and ghouls what they really want by stocking up on the most popular Halloween candies in America. Yes. I agree. I like those things. I like Ritz crackers, and Goldfish are fine, and Cheez-Its are great. But I never wanted them for Halloween. I want candy. I wanted candy. Next, number 12. I've abandoned the chat. So if you're just joining us, we're counting down. Well, you see it at the bottom of the screen. Let's see. Number 12. Here we go. Let me get ready over here. Number 12 is pretzels. Pretzels. Pretzels are a crowd pleaser at Halloween parties if they're dipped in chocolate. But if you plan on handing out plain pretzels to toddlers, we shake our fist at you. Yeah, they're fun shapes. I see the bat there in the jack-o'-lantern. But again, same thing with the crackers. These go hand in hand. Kids can't easily get their hands on candy. They've got to go to an adult to get it for them. While pretzels or crackers might more easily be gotten by a little kid in their own home. Do you know what I mean? So they don't need crackers. They don't need pretzels. They need candy. Yes. Number 11. Okay, I think I saw Keith mention this just a second ago in the chat, talking about these things are generally given out at a dentist's residence. These are toothbrushes, and I get it, but what does the Daily Meal have to say? Halloween is a holiday during which, like most commercialized holidays, one eats a lot of candy. We get it. Sugar is bad for your teeth. But doesn't everybody already own a toothbrush? Yes, that's a great point. We already have a toothbrush, and I get it. But this is the one day that maybe, Dr. Toothenheimer, maybe you relax on that a bit. I know it's your profession, and you wouldn't be your genuine self if you handed out candy. So maybe nothing at all? I don't know. Actually, I don't know. Just hand out candy. Toothbrushes are fine, though. When they give you a toothbrush on non-Halloween days. After you're done at the dentist, they give you a bag full of stuff, and there's always a toothbrush in there, right? Now with their phone number, the dentist's phone number, as if you didn't know how to get in contact with that office. You were just there. Anyway, Where am I? Number 10. I don't know if this happens anymore. This shouldn't happen at all. You shouldn't be giving out fresh fruit, specifically apples. What does it say here? It's ill-advised to give trick-or-treaters anything that their parents might feed them on any other day of the year. October 31 is all about candy, baby. Save those apples for a desk snack, a pie, or a horse. Now, we all are familiar with the urban legend of finding razor blades in candy, and though there's no documented instance of that ever happening, that was always the fear. And I always thought that it would be easier to hide a razor blade in an apple than in anything else. And plus, that apple's going to get banged around, and it's going to be all bruised and dented and soft, and it's just not a good idea. Again, I understand what you're trying to do, but just give out candy. Even if the apple was dipped in chocolate and wrapped in cellophane, and that's a little different, but still, it's, you know, if it wasn't wrapped and sealed at the factory, I'm not opening it. That's me. What are you going to do? Number 9. Number 9 is pencils. Can you eat a pencil? Nope. Will it probably stab you when you reach into your pillowcase for candy? Yup. Let's face it. Whether it's a spooky pencil or a trusty, dusty yellow number 2, it's doomed for the junk drawer to live a too long life in total darkness next to dried markers, clothespins, cords, dice, and staples. There are always pencils. There were always pencils in the kids' treat bags, and they're cheap, I guess, and they're fun. They're colorful, you know. But just stick with the candy. Okay. Number 8. Moving right along here. And I think I just saw this in the chat. Sherry just mentioned, my kids hated the little boxes of raisins. Yes, raisins. Kids have an insatiable craving for sugar, but not the healthy kind you find in raisins. No one is going to trade anything for a box of chewy, dried-up grapes at lunch the next day, either. Raisinets, on the other hand, are a baby step in the right direction. Now, raisins, it says, I forget where maybe it says this on all containers of raisins now, but it was either the Newman's Own organic raisin cylinder, or it was from maybe Trader Joe's or Aldi. But it says this is, right on the container, this is not a low sugar snack. So if you're gonna, and I like raisins, but it's like a 4th tier snack for me. And it's got all that sugar anyway, so just hand out the candy. Would you? All right. Number 7 is unwrapped candy. Wait a minute. That's not 7. This is 7. Sorry. I went ahead. Spoiler. Unwrapped candy can cause a sticky mess in a plastic pumpkin. Plus, it's unsanitary, and with everything going on in the world today, it's just another reason for parents to worry that someone tampered with their kids' candy. This goes for Pinterest perfect homemade snacks, too. They're cute, but if you don't know the receipt personally, they probably won't trust that you only have good and yummy intentions. Giving out homemade treats is honestly one of the rudest things you can do to trick-or-treaters. I do remember receiving homemade candy at Halloween, and don't remember ever eating it. I remember getting chocolate that was wrapped up, like somebody probably melted chocolate, put it in a form of some sort, and gave me a chocolate bat or something. But hard candy. I think I remember somebody made hard candy once, and I don't remember what they tasted like because I didn't taste them. I remember those things, thinking, well, that's bold. going through all that effort to make candy to hand out, but kind of with me, waste of time. But that's just me. I hope I'm not offending anybody that makes candy out there and hands it out for Halloween. Just know that if my kids don't know where this came from, like if it's somebody we're very friendly with, friend of the family, that's different. But I did not know the people that gave me the homemade candy. And the unwrapped candy is something else as well. Number 6, you already saw this. Fruit snacks. The prime for after-school hangouts, but odds are everyone's grandma definitely already has these in her pantry. What she probably doesn't have are Kit Kat bars. Great point there. Great point. Let's move on. Number 5. That's number 5. Animal crackers. Again, these are good, but they're dry and dusty. It's an okay lunchbox snack if you don't have anything better in the pantry, but it's not candy, and for that, we hereby exile it from the knapsacks of children. So I did use Photoshop AI to change the look on these girls' faces. Actually, they were women, and I changed it to sad girl faces because I wanted them to look sad for having animal crackers, not excited, which the original picture showed those people to be. So I cheated. But it was hard to find a picture of somebody sad with animal crackers. It's supposed to be a happy snack, but on Halloween, it's not. Number 4, wax candy. Was anyone aware that you could actually eat these things? Wax lips and wax fangs were a popular handout back in the day. But why? They're technically edible, but who wants to eat hard cherry-flavored wax? Don't even get us started on nickel nips, which were the wax bottles you see here. First, you bite the top off, then you suck the syrup out, and ultimately chew the wax exterior like bubble gum. Now, I get it. Back in the 1600s, wax candy was probably a big deal and coveted by Halloween children everywhere. But now, I think they're made for novelty. Now they're made for nostalgia. But I hope nobody is going out to purchase these to hand out for Halloween. I'll leave it at that. Number 3, top 3. Here we go. Loose change. You can't eat money, and please don't try. What is a 7-year-old going to buy with 10 cents anyway? Once upon a time, this may have been better than it is now, but it's lazy. You forgot to buy Halloween candy, but you had a jar full of change, and so you went with that. Or perhaps you don't want the kids to have all this sugar. News alert, they got a sack full of candy, and you're just weighing their sack down. You're just making it heavier with the change. It's kind of cruel. I digress. Number 2. Oh, here we go. This is the... I've had this before, but it's been a long time. Circus peanuts. These spongy marshmallows come in the shape of a sad-looking peanut. But they're not peanut flavored. The most popular variety is orange in color, and it's supposed to taste like banana, though many would argue that the actual flavor is indeterminable. Circus peanuts were one of the first penny candies to grace old-school sweet shops, but now they're widely considered one of the worst treats of all time. Even the product's history is hazy because, just maybe, no one wants to admit they invented them. That's a distinct possibility. All right. So that was the second on their list. This list on the website, the daily meals list of the worst things they hand out for Halloween, actually had 18 things on there, so I had to whittle it down. And I'm trying to think of one of the 3 that didn't make it. I don't remember. Anyway, what's number 1? Oh, Black licorice. Black licorice is one of the most polarizing candies of all time, and shockingly, it could land you in the emergency room. According to the FDA, you can overdose on black licorice due to the compound glycyrrhizin in licorice root. I'm pretty sure I pronounced that correctly. For adults 40 and older, eating just 2 ounces each day could lead to an irregular heartbeat, as well as high blood pressure, swelling, lethargy, and congestive heart failure. The organization doesn't mention a recommended intake for children, but says no matter what your age, don't eat large amounts of black licorice at one time. So that's it. That's my top 15 list. It's 8:01. I will not be going live next week. I won't see you on my live stream until November. In the meantime, let me point you in the direction of Dinners with Donna. This is Donna Jaworski's channel. And her first annual Halloween Boo-tacular. She's going to be raising money for Give Kids the World Village. It's a marathon live stream. It's a fundraiser. You can donate to Give Kids the World. It's great fun to see Donna in her kitchen with a lot of familiar faces you may be familiar with. I should have written something down. I didn't need to say all that, did I? Anyway. But this is in 4 days. This will be on October 29th at 2 p.m. Eastern. So, and it'll run for hours and hours and hours. So, Donna, thank you for doing that. And I will see you on that show. I'll be in the chat. Chris, welcome in. You're not late. You're right on time for the end of the show. And Cynthia is also here. Well, welcome in. Thank you for being here whenever you can get here. That's always awesome. All right, so I'll see you in November. Happy Halloween, everybody. Donna's show on the 29th. Tomorrow, probably Disney Nerd Herders and D&G Explorers usually go Wednesday, but they're on a cruise, I think. I don't know what's going on anymore. Anyway, it's time to say good night. Good night. I will see you next time.
And now, folks, it's time to say goodnight. We sincerely appreciate your patronage and hope we've succeeded in bringing you an enjoyable evening of entertainment. Please drive home carefully and come back again soon. Good night.